Hi, this is the 13th Wolfman, and well, I I have an apology to my subscribers. You see, December I got real busy doing a lot of stuff with family and friends, and I didn't have time, I guess, in my busy schedule to do enough videos. So I'm sorry if I didn't post enough for you. I'm gonna make up for it. I'm sorry. I'm back. This is gonna be the first of, well, hopefully many videos. Today I'm gonna talk about back in November during Black Friday. I picked up a box set of Stanley Kramer films, and this has Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, Ship of Fools, Member of the Wedding, The Wild One, and The 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T. I've watched every one of these films. Two that I was really familiar with was Guess Who's Coming to Dinner and The Wild One with Marlon Brando. I mean, if you like old movies and you like them in black and white, then you must have seen this movie at least once in your lifetime. The other three, I'd heard of Ship of Fools, but I don't think I'd ever seen it. And then when I watched it, I was like, I knew I had not seen it. And The Member of the Wedding, I knew I'd never seen that. And The 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T. 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T is my all-time favorite Dr. Seuss film. Yes, I said it. Dr. Seuss wrote the movie 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T. This movie is bizarre at its most. If anyone out there is a fan of Dr. Seuss, check out The 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Guess Who's Coming to Dinner is another classic film about a man and a woman in the, mid to late 60s. One is black, one is white. You know, they meet, and now they have to go home and tell their parents separately or together that they're married, and the parents don't really see a future because, well, it's at that time in the U.S. when things weren't happening like that. I mean, they were being progressive, yes, they were being liberal, yes, but society had not caught up with them yet, and so they thought, well, there's going to be a lot of problems down the road for something like this. And it's a good movie. It's got Katharine Hepburn. It's got Spencer Tracy. And the young lady that plays Katharine Hepburn's daughter is actually Katharine Hepburn's niece. How cool is that? Then you got Member of the Wedding. Member of the Wedding is bizarre. I mean, I said that earlier about The 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T, but it really is. This girl played by young Julie Harris, she was in, this was 1951, I believe. She was in East of Eden with James Dean in like 1953. So, I don't know if this was her first movie or what, but she's in this movie and she plays this wild, untamely, tomboy-like girl who's just looking for her place in society at the age of 12, and is having a hard time dealing with everything. She didn't really have a mother growing up because her mother died in childbirth, and so she didn't really have a female figure to give her the guidance that she deserves. So she was just raised by her father and her older brother, really, and she was a tomboy, and she hit that age, that adolescent age, and she just was looking for her, like I said, her place in society and having a hard time adjusting. It's a really interesting movie. So it's another one to check out. This whole thing, The Wild One, I mean, Brando at his best. Ship of Fools. Ship of Fools is kind of long and kind of slow in parts, but it takes place in 1933 on board a German cruise liner, and you get to meet some of the oddest characters ever, and everyone is in this. I mean, you got Vivian Leigh, You've got Werner Klimpner, the guy who played Colonel Klink in Hogan's Heroes. George Siegel's in it. What's that lady's name? I don't have to look. Simone Singort. Jose Ferrer. It's just another fun film. It's long. It's like almost 2.5 hours. And there are a few parts that are kind of slow, but it's funny. You got Michael Dunn, you know, a little bitty guy. He's in it. I believe Charles Boyer's in it. I think he's in it. But yeah, if you can, I bought this. I got this Stanley Kramer box set at Bed Bath & Beyond for $10 during Black Friday. And I think, you know, for $10 you get 5 movies. It's $2 a movie. Do the math. This is a great set. I love it. There's nothing I could say about this that would make me want to say anything, you know, against it. It's well worth the buy. Like I said, if you're into old movies, you will enjoy it. If you're not, you won't. But it's definitely worth the purchase. If you are, you get 5 really cool films. And if you're, like I said, if you're a Dr. Seuss fan, you get 5,000 figures of Dr. T. It's weird. It's a musical. Dr. Seuss wrote the lyrics. It's just odd beyond strange, I guess is the best way to put it. That is my review of the Stanley Kramer collection. This is the 13th Wolfman. I'm on the prowl.